On a clear, crisp February morning, a new member was added to the long and distinguished list of the world's valiant heroes. It was on February 9, 1983, that Ray Joseph Hutchinson was born in Houston, Texas. His bloodline can be traced back to Scottish, English, and German ancestors, many of whom fought in great wars long ago. His grandfather was a sergeant in the Army Infantry and fought in the Philippines in World War II. His father was in the Navy on a destroyer in the Vietnam War. Ray Joseph's mother knew that from the first moment she held her new baby son, that he was marked for greatness, and so it was. Ray Joseph lived with his mother, father, and brother in League City. Ray Joseph's nature was easy and calm. He was so generous with his smile, humor, laughter, and encouragement with those around him, whether they were friends, co-workers, or strangers. It was here at Clear Creek High School that he became a photographer for his school newspaper, The High Life. His photographs always contained sensitivity, and he skillfully captured the moment with his photographic abilities. One photograph he took in particular is of the reflection of a soldier's countenance in the black marble Vietnam War Memorial as the soldier stands with his head down. The names etched in the black marble seem to float over the image of the soldier paying his respects to the fallen heroes who would never come home. This photograph, taken by Ray Joseph, is prophetic in nature, since he would soon be among those names for another war to come. During his first year at Southwest Texas, Ray Joseph awoke one morning in his dormitory to see the horror of September 11, 2001 on the television screen. He sat speechless as the events played out on that fateful day when so many were killed by the cowardly acts of terrorism. Something inside Ray Joseph awakened as he watched so many innocent lives taken, and the need to become a part of the defense of his country was born in his heart and mind. After much prayer and great consideration, Ray Joseph made the decision to join the ranks of the Army Infantry, where he felt he could accomplish the most for his country. So, in the summer of 2002, Ray Joseph joined the Army and began the preparation for the training ahead. He knew that the timing was right in his life to devote himself to something bigger than he was, and to be a part of serving and protecting his country that he loved so well. Ray Joseph was about to begin the last great contribution that he would make in this world to his country, his family, the people of Iraq, the sacrifice of his very life for all. What greater gift can a man give than his life's blood in his effort to protect and save others? There is no higher calling. During these days and weeks, Ray Joseph maintained his humor and encouraged those around him. He wrote in his journal, "As difficult as it is to be here, when I look around at the faces of the children in Iraq, I know why we are here." He told his parents in a phone call home that it would be the infantry who captured Saddam Hussein. But most of all, he looked forward to each one of his days as he did the work he was trained to do. He was a warrior, a poet, a friend, a magnificent son, a loving brother to his only sibling, as well as to the men with whom he served, and a gift to all who knew him because he always lifted those around him to a higher level. His smile was like his name, like a ray of sunshine. After his death, among his personal possessions was found a piece of paper on which he wrote, "Hugs and kisses and tears that glisten come from the families as they listen. To their young men tell of a foreign land that they must go to and free men from an evil hand. Hunger and poverty that must be changed. These warriors moved to oust Saddam Hussein. These men who act and ask nothing in return, put their lives on the line to help a country turn from oppression, tyranny, and a government of lies to opportunity, freedom, and a chance for better lives. These valiant young men of America's youth bust down the barriers to show the people the truth of how life should be lived in the world today. To have a life that's free is the American way. Ray Joseph Hutchinson. 10 minutes past local noon on December 7th, 2003, the good Lord took Ray Joseph home in an instant. Though he was about to be granted a 2-week leave to come home to be with his critically ill grandmother, whom he dearly loved, Ray Joseph told his parents in a phone call that he did not have the heart to bump another soldier off the emergency leave plane. He told his parents he would wait until the next plane to come home for his grandmother. He was sent on a mission after that call, and it became his last time to obey orders, as a good soldier always does. Returning from that mission, in the last vehicle of a convoy, Ray Joseph left this world when an improvised explosive device was detonated by the enemy. In spite of this, Ray Joseph stands in eternal victory, and it can truly be said that the war is over and the soldier is home. He more than performed his duty. He lifted the spirits of those who were discouraged. He was an expert gunner, a fearless infantryman, and he touched the hearts of those around him with his strength, his humor, his dedication, his loyalty, his goodness, his encouragement, his efforts to maintain the highest standards, and finally, his selflessness, to the point of sacrificing his life for the freedom of the oppressed and the continued freedom of his beloved America. Just as he had predicted, exactly 7 days after his death, the infantry captured Saddam Hussein. In the last conversation he had with his mother, right before his final mission, Ray Joseph told her, "I never worry about getting hurt or dying. I know that God walks with me. I love you. I'll be home soon." And all of his family, including his grandmother and thousands more, saw him for the last time as he was laid to rest on December 16th, 2003, in Houston, Texas, beneath the American flag.